Hi folks, thanks for stopping by. Yesterday, Boss put out a firmware update for the Boss GX-100, which was really exciting for me. I think it's really cool when these companies do updates for folks that already own the gear. It's a really cool trend, I think. It keeps us all interested in what they're doing, but it was kind of fun. So they added a bunch of bass amps that I thought it'd be cool to check out. So I have been using the Boss for about a year and a half, and I use it mainly for recording bass-wise anyway, mainly for recording direct into my DAW. So I had created a cool bass preset that I've used for a year and a half and liked and been perfectly happy with, but I thought it'd be cool to kind of just run direct and check out the new bass amps, or actually all the bass amps, because to be honest with you, I don't remember what ones were on it before I updated it. So we'll just run through all of them and hear what they sound like. I'm using the Whitman RC304 for just running direct into Reaper. I really appreciate all the kind words and encouragement folks are offering in the comments section. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I really would appreciate that. And like and add some comments in to help the channel grow a little bit. So I appreciate all you can do to help out in that regard. So let's head over to the Boss Tone Studio and we'll check this out. Also, you have to update, when you update your GX100, you'll have to update Tone Studio to the 2.0 version as well. So we'll just head over to the Boss Tone Studio and we'll check out what we got going on. Okay, so here's my GX100. This is my bass patch that I use for recording and everything. This is the one I've used for about a year and a half and been quite happy with. So I'm anxious to check out the new amps that they have in this version 2 of the software. How awesome is it that Boss is starting to update this software and include new features with the existing units? That's been one of the great things about some of these other brands with the updates and stuff. It keeps the unit exciting and keeps it relevant and keeps your customers feeling like they're compelled and engaged in what's going on and committed to the product, which I think is a really great thing for Boss and a lot of these products that do that. If you remember back in the day, they would just put out a new product and yours was useless now, but this is cool. They do updates. So I was really excited to check out these the new bass amps because there's only a few in here. I forget how many of the original ones are on here, but I just kind of found the one and always use that. So I was anxious to try out some of these different sounds and see what they sound like. I'm hearing them for the first time with you, so let's go through them. So here's my normal sound that I've been happy with for a year and a half. That's worked really good in recordings for me. This is maybe a little hot. Got to turn that back a little bit. So I've always been excited about that one. So these are all the new ones. And you'll have to look and see what you think these are based on. I don't even really know. I did the update and I'm just checking them out. So let's try the X-Drive bass. That's kind of cool. That's like a Geddy Lee or a Billy Sheehan kind of sound with that distortion on it. That's kind of cool. I like that. I generally go for just clean bass sounds, but that's kind of cool to have a drive sound like that. Here's the Concert. Unless they're particularly dark, I'm going to try and keep these all at just 50%. You could obviously tweak this an unlimited possible number of ways. So I'm just keeping the original cabinet that goes with it. I'm going to try and keep everything at 50 unless something's particularly dark. But we have all of these different settings we can use, mic types and distance and position and all these other things. You could make this into any sound you want to have. I'm just kind of running down the basic sounds so you can check them out. One of the cool things about the Boss GX100 is you have these 3 channels. So we have like a low gain setting, the middle, and the high gain setting. So for this, I'm just going to keep it all in the center, but just realize you have tons of sounds around each one of these basic parts, which is kind of cool. So the Concert's kind of cool. Let's check out the studio bass. I like that a lot. That sounds fantastic. That could very well replace my favorite there. Let's see. Silver Tube. So that sounds a little thin to me, but I think probably if you juice the gain up a little bit and tweak the EQ, maybe a different mic type or setting or something like that, you could get some different sounds. Just for kicks, let's see if we just made it a 57. So you can just changing the mic type really changes the tone quite a bit. So that's what I mean. I'm not going to get into all, we'd be here all day going through all these different. I'm just trying to audition the basic sounds of them. The classic blue. That sounds pretty neat too. That's kind of a cool sound, almost like an upright kind of sound. Solid stack. Kind of neat too. Fat Tube. That has a little hair on it, a little bit of grit on there. Interesting. And then the dark drive. So that's got quite a bit of drive on it. I really like a couple of these, but the one that I really like just on the first playthrough here is this studio bass. So I'm assuming that's one of the new ones. I don't remember if that was in there before or not, but I'm going to just assume that that's one of the new ones. Or maybe I just never found that one before, but I really like that tone a lot. So hopefully you find this helpful if you're a bass player and into these modeler kind of things. And again, you could tweak this a million different ways to get different sounds and stuff, but I'm just trying to give you a basic run through of what the sounds actually are. But hope you find this helpful. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe and like and comment below. It really helps me out, try and build this channel up in this community. So I would appreciate any help you could give me. And if you have used this before or you're using some of these new models and you have suggestions how to get really great sounds out of the new models they included, please post that below. That would be awesome to share with folks as well that are kind of checking this stuff out and maybe haven't done the update themselves yet or have trouble programming stuff. So as always, thank you so much for checking this out, and you have a great day.